Hi Violet.
Hi, Violet.
Hi Violet.
Hi.
Ciao.
Francesca and Beatrice from Naples. They were leading the charge to translate Hidden Treasure into
Allora,
Italian.
prima di tutto volevo solo ringraziare Violet per l'opportunità che ci ha dato nel curare la traduzione del suo testo.
Well, thank you for doing it. I mean, it's so wonderful that you have done it and are doing it. Thank you.
I think we have about 4 questions. So is it okay if we just sort of start with those? And
Absolutely, yes.
Allora, la pandemia in questo momento, nella sua grande tragicità, nelle difficoltà che ci ha portato, ha reso possibile lo scambio e la diffusione del tuo metodo in una maniera sempre più ampia, anche se diciamo in una maniera diversa, ma comunque in una maniera molto efficace. E ci siamo sentiti tutti parte di una grande comunità, anche grazie diciamo all'impegno di Karen e di Lynn, e quindi volevo sapere come stai vivendo questo processo in questo momento.
I thought it was fabulous, wonderful, really, to meet all those people and to talk to all those people. It was amazing. I think it's been wonderful in that way, bringing so many people together from so many countries. I felt enriched by it. I felt it was just wonderful. I loved hearing from different people what was happening for them and what it was like for them to be in the pandemic. And we shared this. It was like sharing something all over the world. It was just a wonderful experience for
La
me.
domanda che volevo fare è che leggendo il tuo testo, in particolare questo, mi ha colpito la tua straordinaria capacità intuitiva di entrare in contatto con l'altro e con i bisogni dell'altro, aiutandolo in una maniera creativa a trovare la sua strada. Secondo te, quali sono le parti di noi di cui ci dobbiamo prendere cura e che dobbiamo nutrire per essere terapeuti e entrare in un contatto terapeutico con i bambini e con gli adolescenti?
Well, I think all of ourselves. I don't think that there's a particular part. And in fact, I think that best to be in touch with all of yourself to make good contact and to be able to observe the way the child makes contact. Yeah, it's kind of like knowing all parts of yourself, your intellect, your emotions, your sense of self, and that will all help you make good contact. It's bringing your whole self to the encounter, to the meeting with the child. When you're with the child, you can't just leave the rest of you home and bring just a part of yourself. You have to have your whole self. Be in touch with your whole self.
C'è un capitolo che preferisci in Hidden Treasure? E se sì, perché?
I was 14 when the United States entered the war, and I was 17 when the war ended. So I had the only thing I didn't write about was the fact that when I was toward the end, when I was 17, my brother that I loved very much was killed in the war in Germany. So that was not, I didn't write that, but it was a big part of my adolescence. like that. The other chapter I like is the therapy process, because it really outlines what we're doing from beginning to end, you know. So, does that help?
Qual è il messaggio che vorresti mandare a tutti i terapeuti che leggeranno il tuo libro e che saranno presenti alla festa di lancio? E secondo te qual è la cosa più importante al momento per poter fare bene questo lavoro?
Well, I guess generally how important it is to work with children, to give them an opportunity to express themselves, who they are, what concerns them. They really don't have an opportunity to do that, although often they try to do it, but people aren't always listening. Everybody's busy, and I think that's one thing, this whole pandemic, it's really been hard on mothers particularly. I was just reading an article about that. Anyways, so I guess that's the message, to know that what you're doing is really important. I don't know if
Voglio ringraziare Violet per la sua partecipazione a questa intervista.
Thank you a lot for your time.
And I thank you all for all of this. It's very meaningful to me, very thrilling. Thank you.
Okay. Let's see. I think it was 2012 that was our first training. He said to Lynn and I, maybe you could come to Italy and do some training. And we said, who would not want to go to Italy and work with therapists? And so we said, of course we do. And I'm so glad we said yes. It was an experience where I feel like I learned more than I actually taught. The people that I met, Francesca, you were in one of the first groups. I met such wonderful, intelligent, experienced therapists that I was just so impressed and so happy that I got the opportunity to do this a couple times a year since then. And it's completely enriched and made my professional practice grow, both as a therapist and certainly as a trainer in this model. Whatever people have enjoyed and learned really directly comes from my getting mentored by Violet. So the article was dedicated to my friends and colleagues in Italy, because at the time, your country was having the hardest time in the pandemic. What we didn't know is that we would all have this happen, but my heart was with you. So I just want to say that the Oaklander model seems to be such a great fit for Italians, because you already bring so much emotion and so much contact with the senses and body, and it's just such a vibrant and rich kind of culture and environment, and that makes it even more fun to teach in Italy and to share this model with Italians. And I've of course enjoyed all the places and all the people and how professional and helpful everyone we've been working with has been for almost 10 years. I think it's been, we're getting close to a decade of our work with the Italians, as we call them lovingly. And we have lots of trainings coming up, and I'm looking forward to
continuing to build all the work we've been doing so far.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Violet.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you all for being here.
Have fun at your party.